Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Oh my God, what is this all about? Whatever, you guys, I'm not going to sit here. I mean, I kind of am already, but yeah. All right, you guys can deal with this. You guys can deal with this. Hello, everybody. So great to see you. I see that the feed is already filling up. That's awesome. Welcome to Monday Afternoon Live. I'm going to go ahead and answer your questions. Just understand that there is some housekeeping I have to go through here, and then I can go ahead and actually get started. So there are more of you than there are of me. It's very difficult for me to keep up with the feed, especially as time goes on. So there's a couple things that we need to pay attention to. One, I'm only answering one question per person, just so that I can get through as many mini readings or mini coaching sessions as possible. The second thing is the feed does go fast. And I now am able to do, I think they're called super chats. I'm not exactly sure still how that all works. But what I know is that when you do a super chat, your question gets highlighted and I can see it a lot easier. So you will be acknowledged. So you will for sure be getting your question answered. Yes, through this. So it helps me be able to identify, it just makes it a lot clearer and a lot easier to read. Also, just know open-ended questions I'm probably not going to get to. So what's an open-ended question? When will I find love? What is my career? What is my purpose, right? So typically those are questions that can't even necessarily be answered in one session. Sometimes they can, sometimes they can't. So there's no way I'm going to be able to do that in the short amount of time that we have together. So if I end up skipping over your question, please, please, please do not be offended. And I'll let you know what's going on because it's just too big, too broad, and it'll take too much time. And I don't have that time during a live. Okay. But you can always, don't forget, you can always book a private one-on-one session with me. Okay. So those are some of the rules. They're very important. So just know if I don't get to your question, it's not because I don't like you. It's not because I'm mad at you. Please don't take any offense. The other thing is that Spirit is super brilliant, like super, super brilliant. So you might actually have a question that someone else is asking, and that same message could be for you as well. Because the spirit world is intelligent and they will piggyback on other people's questions. So really open your ears as to how I answer those other questions in case I can't get to your question, but it's similar. All right. So we're using a new deck of cards today. This is the card. I wanted to have some fun. I go rogue. Okay. I do not read cards traditionally at all. Most of the time I don't even use cards because I am intuitive, and so I just use my own intuition. But I do want to use cards today, and this is the deck. I was actually dared to read this deck, so I'm going to do it as a dare and curiosity, actually. So I have been shuffling the cards. This is the first time that I'm using this, so I'm not relying totally on the cards, just so you know that. I mostly rely on my intuition. So I'm going to go ahead and start scrolling through the questions here. We're going to start at the top. Okay, Kayati Lockenpaul. Oh, and that's the other thing is I could easily butcher your name, so don't be offended by that. So Kayati Lockenpaul. Hi, everyone. I hope y'all have an amazing week. Yay, love that. I love when you guys address and acknowledge each other. It's really cool because it really does give that sense of community and connection. So, hi, Kayati. Okay, Ilza Joe. Hi, Terrie. I hope you are. I think Mercury is in Gemini today, which means I should be clearer with my communication, but my tongue is rattled. Okay. Hi, Terrie. Hope you are well. Will I move into a new house this year, please? Oh, that's the other thing. This has nothing to do with your question, Ilza, but I don't dance around. I answer as is. I don't sugarcoat and I don't bullshit. So if you're not happy with my answer, I hope I'm wrong. Okay. So just so you know, if you don't get like super happy, fluffy, light and love, answer, I give the truth. Okay. I give what's coming through. All right. And just know that like nothing I say is ever set in stone anyways. And I could totally be wrong. Who says I have to be right? So just take information that resonates. Anything that you're not happy about or you don't want to take, throw that shit in the trash. All right. Ilza Joe. Will I move into a new house this year, please? Will I move into a new house this year? I'm not getting like a firm yes and a firm no. I feel like you might be super close. Like you think you find something and I feel like the deal goes through. Like it falls through. So I don't, here's the thing, like, let's look at this pragmatically. We're still early in the year, right? Well, kind of, sort of, we're almost halfway. It just doesn't feel, if you do, it feels like something's wrong. Okay. Whether the house is just not to your specs or something at the last minute falls through, doesn't feel like it's a super easy, smooth transition. That's the information I can give you, okay? Kapil Maharaj. Hi, Terrie. I have a job interview next week. Congratulations. On Monday for an insurance company in a more business development role. Okay, good. I'm in the accounting field. The role is in my hometown. Will I get the job? I like this job for you. I hope you get the job. All right. Woo. What they're saying, I'm going to pull a card, but I'll just tell you what is going on in terms of what my guides are saying. My guides are saying you can improve your interviewing skills. You come off a bit robotic. You got to come off a bit more fluid and a bit more fun. Now, when I say fun, it could be like fun loving. Okay. So just a bit more relaxed, a bit more smiley, which I know in India, people don't really smile. So again, this is metaphor. So just think like while you're talking, try and bring as much feeling. Like if you remember a really great time that you had. Okay, yeah, you are definitely needing to bring more sweetness is what's coming through and sunshine in your interview. So when you're asking, will I get the job? I have to tell you that it's contingent upon your interviewing, like how you come across. And what they're saying is if you can come across sunshine, light, fluffy, because you're already intelligent. That's the thing. Like this is a good position for you. You're already intelligent. You have the mechanics, but you're not a robot. You understand? So that's the part where you have to come across as more personable. Okay. And that's what they're talking about. Okay. So will I get the job or not? It's contingent upon how you come across in the interview. So that's the way I would approach the interview and you'll have a better chance of getting that job. Please keep me posted. If you want this job, I want you to have this job. I can tell you it feels like a good fit if you were to get this job. Okay. Georgia Beeb says hope. Yes. Always have hope in your heart. Intention Exp. Hey, Terrie. Happy to hear that. Hope you're doing well. Had a question regarding my health. Okay. I'm just going to prerequisite this with I'm not a medical doctor and I don't make medical diagnoses. I will give you the information that I get. You ultimately make all your own medical health decisions and medical health choices. Okay. I've been diagnosed with arthritis and I'm pretty young to be diagnosed. So can you help me to know what the blocks are? TQ. I don't know what TQ means. Just so you know, I have arthritis too. Mine is in my left knee, and I've had my arthritis in my left knee. God, I don't even know how old I am. I think since I had the first surgery on it, I was about 13. So, like 33 years. I'm old, you guys. I'm 46, probably a lot older than many of you guys. So I've had arthritis in my knee for like 33 years. I can't really do math, so around there. I'm totally fine. I can totally participate in life and all the things. So the blocks right now is you thinking that you can't participate in life. So that's the first thing that you're going to have to do is accept the situation. And that's what your body in this lifetime is giving you. And there's a gift in it. The gift is acceptance, right? The other thing, I don't know where the arthritis is in your body, but it does feel to me like you don't like, and this is okay, but it has something to do with not being compromising. So it's like you're all or nothing in the way that you want to be. Now, I'm sorry that that's so blunt, but like I said, I don't sugarcoat. So, some of the blocks might be that you're not compromising with people. It's your way or no way. Okay. And if that's not the way you feel, that's fine. But it does feel like that's the way you are being interpreted by other people. Okay. So not everything can go your way. And I know that sucks to hear. And I wish everything could go my way too. So you have my sympathy with that. But there is something about compromising. So it just feels like there's some judgment that goes on, or there's a lot of judgment, and that stands in your way of compromising. So that's the information that I get right now. Rebecca, hey. Terrie, I've always liked my attorney, Susan, but the last several months, it appears to me that she's been slacking and not resolving issues. Do I need a new attorney to resolve everything? So here's the thing, what I get. I feel like you can trust the information that you're getting in regards to the connection that you have with her, but I don't think there needs to be as much resolved as you're thinking there is. It feels to me like she's not doing her job, but I don't necessarily know that there's a lot that needs to be caught up on. Okay. But I will say that it would probably be a good idea to feel better about your attorney. Look, if you don't trust that your attorney is doing their job, remember, energy is influential, right? So the higher the energy goes from high to low. So the high energy will kind of envelop, or I like to say eat, like Pac-Man, like eat that lower energy. So if you're already like, I'm not sure what to do, and she's like, I'm not doing, well, guess what? Whether it's positive or negative, that higher energy of I'm not doing is going to engulf and actually bring you down. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're feeling like she's not doing her job, then her energy is I'm not doing that job, and she's going to overtake your energy. Right? So that's why you're feeling that she's not doing her job, because she's most likely not doing her job. So I feel like you can trust that. The only thing is, I just don't think there's as much that needs to be caught up on in order for you to necessarily win or anything like that. Like her like the lag time or the lack of whatever is happening. I'm going to pull a card on this too, but I just don't think it's as bad as you're thinking it is, but I would definitely get a new attorney if you're not trusting your attorney. Options. Yeah, and you'll have options. You'll have good options. One is going to stand out blatantly over the others, okay? So I do like that for you. So like when as you're looking for new attorneys, like pick a couple or a few. So that's like 2 or 3. The one that stands out, or the one where you're like, zing, there's just going to be one you're going to be more drawn to than the others. And that feels like the good match for you. And what's interesting is that person, that attorney might be like so stark different from who you are that's why you need to have them too. Because we hire attorneys for things we can't do. That's the thing, right? So somebody who is like blatantly opposite than us, they can do the things we can't do. So that's what that feels like to me. So I hope that helps, Rebecca. Intention, exp. Your advice previously has helped me. Thank you so much. And the exp stands for experiment. Oh, I love it. Intention, experiment. That's fucking awesome. Oh, thanks for letting me know that. Sunisha. Okay, hold on. This feed thing is really hard. Okay. Wah, wah, wah. Sunisha, hi, Terrie. I hope you're well. Thank you, I am. I'm trying to relocate back home so I can be closer to my family and near the sea. Do you see this happening for me anytime soon? Okay, so the thing about soon is my definition might be different than your definition, but I feel like there's a connection to September. That's what I just heard them say, September. So either by September or in September is when either the opportunities will start or you will already be there, but I feel like there's a connection to September. I like you going back to the sea. Or like the area back to the sea, because the ocean is just so cleansing. And I feel like you're super sensitive and you like pick up schmutz. You pick up other people's crap. And being around salt water is like so important to like get rid of negativity. So I really like that option for you. I hope that helps, Sunisha. Amber's Utopia. Hi, Terrie. I love your energy. Thank you. Do you love my hair though? No, not so much. Yeah, me neither. I'm a lioness and I have hair, but like, I don't know, man. I need a stylist. All right. If you pick me, got a reading, I'd love to know if psychic and mediumship is a successful opportunity for me in the future. I think you're trying to ask is if I pick you, which I am, you want to know if psychic and mediumship is an avenue for you as a career opportunity in the future. Yeah, why not? Why shouldn't it be? You got to create it though. You got to do it. It's not going to come easy for you. That's what they're saying. It's not going to come easy for you. It's not going to come easy for you. You are going to have to make an effort. I feel like the effort that you have to make is more mechanical and the mechanics side of it, right? So you have the gifts and the talents, which is great. They do have to be worked on. They're talking about it being developed further. So either you're new in your journey or this is just newly discovered. So they are talking about getting more like education or more practice in. But they're also saying the hard part for you is going to be like the business aspect, the mechanics of it. So if I were you, I would research all the things that you need to do for the kind of business that you want to design and create. And then look into what systems you need and all of that. So the answer is yes, it can, or yes, you can have this career opportunity in the future, but you need to look into the mechanics and the entrepreneur side of it. Okay. Okay, Coyote, hold on, because I know I talked to you, Coyote. I just want to make sure that I just didn't answer a question. Oh yeah, you didn't. Okay, I only answer one question so per person. So sometimes when people are engaging, which is awesome, I just get confused. So Coyote, this is I guess your question. Hey Terrie, I applied to Waterloo, Ryerson, Trent, and York University. Is that one university or are those Waterloo, Ryerson, and Trent and York, 3 universities? It's May, final month to get acceptance. Which university? Okay, so there are 3. Do you see me getting acceptance from? Since I've gotten none, what do you feel? Ah, girl, this is going to be one of those 11th hour kind of situations where you're going to have to make a choice, which tells me that there's more than one. So it's good news, bad news, right? There's choice and decision that I feel like you would just want this answer, like you just want to know, but I think part of this lesson is for you to sit with uncertainty and learn how to calm your body and be patient as this decision is made. And yeah, it's going to be a big decision, but I feel like, again, that's the thing is there's a decision and a choice you have to make, which tells me you're going to hear back from, well, at least 2 in order for you to make a choice. You have to have one or the other. Wouldn't it be nice if it was all 3? So, you'll have to keep me posted on how that works, but I don't think this is going to be as simple for you as you think. Because I think you're just banking on, well, I'm just going to get into one and then I'll know for sure. And then this will all be done with, meaning all the stress and the anxiety about it. Oh, no, not your team. Your team's like, we got a lesson for Coyote. You know what it's going to be? Oh, look, you wrote another thing. I've been super anxious since everyone around me has been getting acceptances. Yeah. Well, guess what? You're about to level up on that anxiety and it's going to go a bit higher because you're now going to have to make a choice. So, keep me posted. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. look, if I'm wrong, that's fine too. I'm not all perfect. I'm not all knowing, but I will tell you that it doesn't feel like such an easy thing that's about to happen. So, my dear, just start feeling into, use your physical senses and start feeling into which one would be the best choice for you. All right. Okay, Jazzy. Hey, Jazzy. Okay. Hi, Terrie. I have a question about nursing school. Do you see me getting into any schools next year? Why do I feel like I've answered this question for you before? Unless it's somebody else. Any schools next year? I don't have a firm no, but there's a blockage. Nursing school, do you see me getting into any schools next year? You know what? I think what's happening is that you're not getting clear enough on what you want to nurse in. And I feel like as soon as you sort of hone in on the area of nursing that you'd like to go into, even if nursing, and I don't know how nursing school works, like I don't know if you specialize in certain nursing like OBGYN or cardio or whatever. I don't know if nursing school works like that. But for you to get into a school, you have to be a lot more clear other than, I just want to be a nurse, because you can end up being a dental nurse. I mean, I don't know if they have those, but my point is that you're not clear enough. And that's why you just keep getting more vague information. Because I feel like nursing for you is a good fit. There's something about what's the name of that kind of nursing? Hospice nursing. There's something about hospice nursing that might be a good fit for you, but you have to have more of a direction. That's what I'm talking about, is that you don't have a direction. And so that's why you're like kind of scattered and all over the place. Pick an area that you feel you would enjoy being a nurse in and see what happens. Because I'm not getting a firm no, but I'm not getting a firm yes. And what they're saying is you need to be more clear with the direction of the nursing you want to go in. Because, when you're done with nursing school, I don't know how nursing works, but there may be an opportunity to do an internship or, something along those lines. Let me pick a card and see. Yeah, there's too much darkness around your thinking process. And you need to lighten that up by getting clear. Once you're clear, the light on the path starts to open up for you, and then you know which direction you are going to go in and want to go in, and then everything opens up for you. So that's the best way that I can answer that question for you. Okay? Sunflower, and you know what, Josie, here's the other thing. If I'm wrong, please forgive me, but if you are the Josie or Josie, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, that keeps asking the same question over and over again, you're probably going to get the same answer over and over again. So you might want to switch to a new question, because if it's not working out for you, meaning you're not getting the answer you want, you have to do some inner reflection, right? And figure out why, right? And what I mean by that is get clear, okay? And so I hope, please don't take that the wrong way, but there's only so many times I can answer the same question. And the definition of an insanity is expecting is like doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. So if that is you, if it's not you, just don't worry about what I just said. But because I feel like it might be you that keeps asking the same question over and over again. And again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'm deeply sorry about that. But I have to also set a boundary, because I'm not going to be able to help you if you keep asking the same question, because you're not doing something in your in your authority, with your self-agency. So there's somehow something that's missing, and what they're saying is you to get more clear on the direction of the nursing. Okay. Sunflower Fields. Hi, Terrie. Could I be successful in modeling or social media? That question already is not a good question. It's always felt aligned. What has felt aligned? Modeling or social media? It's always felt aligned with a job like that, so fucking vague, but stopped pursuing it pursuing it because of life stuff, but it's always something I've been drawn to. What are you drawn to? Modeling or social media? First of all, they're different. And second of all, that either one of them, both of them are not giving you a direction. So sunflower fields, you have to get clear on what do you want? What are your wants and needs in modeling? And then what are your wants and needs in social media? And pick one, and then you can do another one. But you got to start one place. You're scattering your energy by going this or that. First of all, we don't or anything in life, we and. So if you want to be successful in modeling and social media, that's a whole different way of asking this question, right? I'm sorry I'm being so kind of blunt, I guess, but you guys have to understand that unless you are clear with your needs and wants, a direction or a path cannot show up for you, and therefore you cannot make choices and decisions that bring you closer to your goals. You're confusing the fuck out of the universe, so the universe is going to continuously give you things to confuse the fuck out of you. All right? It all starts with us. Us. Get clear. Your inner world will reflect your outer world. All right, you guys? So that's why you need to get clear. If you're not clear in this now moment, that's okay. Get clear so that you can know what you want to do, right? Like that other lady, she said, I want to do psychic mediumship, right? So she knew what she wanted. She has her wants and her needs, right? There's just some things that need tweaking, right? But sunflower, the way you're approaching this is what the fuck? Who knows? Right? So you have to say, I want to do this and this, right? Or just this and then just this. Otherwise, your energy is just all over the place and you got to collect it, got to bring it home so that you can focus and a path can open up for you. Okay? Liesel Welch. Hey. Hi, Terrie. How's your heart today? Thank you. My heart as well. Thank you to all you do. Oh, you're very welcome. Will my third eye chakra open soon? Girl, it's already open. It's already open. They never close. Maybe it needs to be expanded, but it's already open. I bet you talk yourself out of things all the time. I call that things breadcrumbs of the soul, which are like intuitions, just little next steps. I bet you talk yourself out of it, so you don't even give yourself a chance to see if your third eye is actually open. I can tell you everybody's third eye is open all the time. We are born intuitive. Do we use it? That's another question. Do we not listen to it? Oh yeah, we'll totally talk ourselves out of things. And worrying is like the number one thing that'll talk you out of an intuitive hit or a breadcrumb of the soul. So how's your anxiety level? So your third eye chakra is already open. Are you accessing it? I mean, maybe if you're taking a class during that time, you're really focused, you're giving all of your attention. Remember, wherever you put attention, energy is going to follow. So maybe while you're in that class, if you're taking the class, yeah, it's working great. But what happens when you're not taking the class and you're in the real world? What are you worrying about? Where is your attention? So it's always open. Okay. So it's not a matter of whether it's going to open soon. It's more of a matter of, are you going to use it and when, and are you going to develop it? And there are so many circumstances other than just being in class focused where you have opportunities to do that. Mostly it is about you stopping being worried about things. Okay. Courtney McDaniel. Hey, Terrie, I hope you're having an amazing day. I'm having a good day. Yes, it's been very productive. My question is, did my husband psychically cheat on me this weekend when I was out of town? What do you mean by psychically cheat? Are you talking about, I don't understand what psychically cheat means, so I can't really answer that question. If there's, I mean, if you want to like be more specific, like what is your definition of psychically cheat? I mean, are you talking about like tap into somebody else's aura while you were gone? Is that what you mean? I don't know what you mean. So, go ahead and get more specific with that question. Explain to me. And then if I get a chance to get, like, as I scroll through, if I get a chance, because they're not highlighted, so it takes me a while to get through all these, by doing a super chat, it highlights and I can like get right to your question. So I don't understand what you're trying to say. And I have to understand the question in order to answer it. Okay. Piano Fingers. Hi, Terrie. It's been a while. I hope you've been well. I have been. Thank you. My question is, will my husband Alex be able to find a teaching job by August this year? We're afraid that we've activated the law of repulsion. Well, if you're afraid you've activated, guess what? You've activated it. So stop thinking about it. Your intention is, or his intention, you can't have an intention on behalf of somebody else, by the way. So you can try all you want to want somebody else to do A, B, and C, but it ain't gonna happen unless they are making choices and decisions. So as we know, intention means having the desire and the follow through and taking action. So if you're activating the law of repulsion, it means you're putting way too much importance on it. You're putting way too much attention on it. So you're pushing it away. So you have till August. We're in May, right? June, July, August, right? So let's just say 3 months. You have he has 3 months to have the desire, right? And then let it go. And let it go and just, it's none ya. It's none your business. So he has to be like, he also has to create that opportunity for himself, and only he can do it. So he has to have preemptive gratitude. And what would it feel like? What clothes would he wear? What lunches would he eat during that time? What is the driving route he would take to school? And then let it go. That's it. You spend just a little bit of time focusing on it so the energy goes there, and then you decrease the importance and you let it go, because at that point, once you've set it up, it's none your business anymore. So most likely, if you haven't heard anything back just yet, you might have activated the law of repulsion. So I can tell you that if you feel like you've activated the law of repulsion, you have. But you can't be doing that for him. So it's not like you're actually doing it. I hope you understand that. It's him who's activating the law of repulsion. So just stop talking about it. He needs to be as if he's there. He needs to create the identity of that teacher in that school, feeling that certain way, having these certain students, and then let it go. It's not something we're designed or built to do, which is why it's hard. But that is how you can still have this. I mean, you still have 3 months. As soon as you let go, it's like you right now so bad want to hear from the guy that you have a crush on, right? I mean, as soon as you go, you know what, fuck this. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to start journaling. I'm going to do my own thing. Boom, 10 minutes later, you hear from him. Or like 2 days later, you hear from him because you just stopped putting so much focus and attention on it. Stop wanting it. You guys are wanting it too much, trying too hard. Okay. So yeah, you have activated, but there's still plenty of time to receive, but you just gotta let it go. Okay. Cash or Kosh. I get really scary panic attacks while driving. That's rough. I'm in therapy, good. And I started on medication for anxiety, which helps a lot, but I still get them. Yeah. How else can I help myself? So first of all, you have to understand that we live in a time-space continuum, right? Which means in order for you to achieve something, you want to be here, but you're right here. You can see that there's a big old gap, right? I want to be here, but I'm here, right? So what you need to do is first have the acceptance and the understanding that it's going to take time to bring the gap closer and to close the gap. So the first thing is just to understand it's not going to be here right now, right away. Okay. It's actually, it can take time and practice to have that. So that's the first thing you can help yourself, and just understand, okay, I want to manifest and I want to create feeling so much better. Yes, yes. Okay. Well, I understand it's going to take time because there's a space between where I am and where I want to be. Okay. And it takes time. That's just the way the third dimension of reality here on planet Earth works. So as soon as you just accept it, fine. You can close the gap faster, but it's still going to take time. Okay. The second thing you're probably going to want to do is activate your heart center, the heart chakra. On my YouTube channel, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I do have, it's a recent video within the last month or so, where I teach you a technique from the Heart Math Center, which is the heart lock-in. And what it does is it activates the heart, because what happens is the heart's electromagnetic field is like magic. So it can alchemize and transmute lower energy frequencies. And anxiety is a lower energy frequency. Okay. So when you expand that heart center, the electromagnetic field of the heart center, remember, higher energy envelops lower energy, right? So the way that breathing technique is designed is to have to be emitting higher signals, higher energetic signals. So if anxiety is a lower one and you're emitting a higher one, guess what? The higher one eats like a Pac-Man, that lower one, and then it neutralizes, right? So what I would do is I would continue everything that you are doing. Good for you. I would check out that heart lock-in technique. I start you off at 3 minutes, 3 times a day. Do that and then build up to 4 minutes, and build up to 5 minutes, and build up to 6 minutes, and build up to 7 minutes, okay? And you are teaching your body how to neutralize energy. Okay. So that's what you can do for yourself in the meantime. If you want to work with me one-on-one in coaching and mentoring so that we can really shift your energy, we can do that. But I would suggest that you keep up with your therapy and your trauma work. Okay. So that would be an alternative. But for right now, if you just want to take it slow as I drop all my cards on the floor, yikes, forget it. That guy can stay on the floor. Just practice that heart lock-in technique. I have a video. Okay. There you go. Eureka. Hello. Hi, Terrie. Do you see me getting a part-time job within 2 months from now? Yeah, I feel like it's going to be towards the ender. What the fuck is ender? At the end, closer to the end of the 2 months. Might actually go into the 3rd month, but it's closer to the end of the 2 months, or the ender, as Terrie would say. Do you know Diana? Hi, Diana. My question. Oh, wait. Yay. I set my alarm to make sure I didn't miss you. Awesome. That's awesome. My question. Should I drive to LA like even today? So you're like, for a successful housing search. So you're just going to drive to LA for a successful housing search? You're too vague. You're not going to get it. No. So my answer right now is no. Like, at least today, do not do that. What is successful housing search? You want to find a house that has A, B, and C, that makes you feel A, B, and C. And how would you be? What's that identity of A, B, and C? And that takes time, because we live in a time-space continuum. This is the house I want. This is where I'm living right now. It's going to take time. How much time is going to depend on how good you are at feeling as if you're there now and creating that for you. I would not drive out there today for a successful housing search, because I don't even know what the fuck successful housing search is. So you got to get clear. You're not clear. Okay. That doesn't sound good. There's like a dog crying outside. Whoa, that just like hurts my heart. We just got a puppy in the building, and I hope that's not the puppy. Oh, that's totally distracting. Oh, poor monkey. Sorry about that, you guys. Okay, Diana, I hope that helps. Hara or Jara or Jera? Sorry. I'm going to go with Hara. All right. Hello. Happy Monday. Hello. Happy Monday. My question is, will I ever find a cure for my eczema? I don't know if there's a cure for eczema. I feel like you can have your eczema alleviated to the point where you feel cured. I hope that makes sense. So this is again with materialization. So here's the thing, you guys, when it comes to, and Diana, this will be good for you too. Before anything can materialize, it's everything is energy, right? This box is energy. This roll of tape is energy. The thoughts that I'm thinking is energy. That feeling that I had about that puppy screaming is energy. Everything is energy. Before it can materialize into anything, it has to start out as an energy thing. Okay? It's higher vibration. Remember, higher vibration is always here, and it moves to the lower vibration to have it materialized. Okay? So everything starts out as like a thought before it becomes a material thing. So it starts out as a thought thing, and then it goes to a material thing. This is energy. This is science. Okay? And it has nothing to do with how good of a person you are or how bad of a person you are. That's the way energy moves. So you have to first start out doing things energetically before it can come into your world, right? Which means the inner has to be worked on or focused on before it gets reflected in your reality. Okay? So you have to work on, or you have to do some work on understanding what the eczema is to you, means to you, and work on the energy behind that before it can be alleviated so that it doesn't exist in your reality. Okay, so when you're asking, will I ever find a cure for my eczema? I don't know that you're ever going to find a cure, but I do feel like you can with effort, which means work, which means this is not going to be easy. Remember, time, space, continuum. It takes time. With purpose, intention, effort, practice, consistency, you can, I feel like, have the alleviation that it actually feels like a cure. And if it feels like a cure, guess what it gets to materialize as? Cured. So I hope you're understanding the way that I'm saying it. Okay. 2121. Hi, Terrie. How are you today? I'm good. Thank you. My question is, does ML like me romantically? I'm going to say the same question that I said to you, to my friend earlier, who I think was Sunflower Field. You keep asking the same question over and over again. And there hasn't been enough change within you to make it different. So the more you ask it, you're activating law of repulsion, right? Because you want it so bad. So that's where all of your attention is going. So you're pushing it away. So I can't even ask that question because you answer that question because you asked it so many times. So I'm going to suggest that you drop that question, drop the importance to it. And next time, ask another question and let it unfold. Let it unfold. Let it play out and look at the reality of what's going on right now in this now moment. In this now moment, you're asking because you don't have a definitive answer. That is your answer. Okay. I know I'm like being rough and tough. I might be coming off as like insensitive, but you've asked me this question several times and I'm not going to get a different answer for you until you make changes within yourself. And the first change that you can make is to drop the importance and just let it be, because you're activating law of repulsion because you want to know so bad. Right now, the answer is none ya business. All right. Okay, I'm going to take 2 more questions, you guys. So let's see here. Kiba Delaney. Afternoon, Terrie. Hello. Thank you for taking the time to do this. You're welcome. I actually have another reading I have to get to very shortly. My husband and I are at a bit of a standoff. Is there something I should do different, or is this basically a rough patch? Yeah, this doesn't feel, and that's kind of like 2 questions. So I'm only going to answer one. And the one that I'm going to answer is this feels like a rough patch. It doesn't feel like it's, as of this conversation right here, right now, in the now moment, it does feel like it's just a rough patch. I feel like there's a lack of communication. That's the thing. There's something about, not be both of you guys. This is a both of you thing. So it's not like one of you guys is doing this, which is actually a better situation, which is why it's a rough patch, which is good. Vulnerability. Both of you guys are so afraid you're going to lose each other that you don't just come out and say it. You dance around. So you never fully address it. And there's resentment on both sides. Since you're the one that's asking the question and he's not, I'm going to say that the onus is on you to start the conversation. So what I would do if I were you, if you want to save this marriage, I mean, maybe you don't, I don't know. That's up to you. Really sit down and understand and hear his point of view. And then make sure that you are not just listening to the words, but you're actually feeling compassion and mercy for his point of view, right? Which may be different than yours, and then allow yourself to voice and express yourself to him. And hopefully he'll be able to do the same thing where he can embrace you and understand you. And, just kind of go that way. That art, it is an art form. It's called active listening. So you can Google or check out on YouTube probably examples of active listening. It's not just hearing what somebody says. It's really understanding them. It's witnessing them. It's using your physical senses so they truly understand. I see that you're really angry, and I could hear that frustration in your voice. I could feel and sense, that tightness in your body. Let's talk about this. Then somebody goes, oh, damn, they're really understanding what's happening to me because they're using their physical senses. Well, holy shit, I want to talk this out. But a lot of us are afraid to get to that point because we're afraid we're going to be rejected, abandoned, turned away, whatever. We might hear something we don't want to hear, so it's easier for us to avoid. But then that over time builds up resentment, and resentment and anger is not healthy for the body nor a relationship. So I do feel like this is basically a rough patch, but I do feel like both of you guys have to learn to be more vulnerable with each other. Okay. Diana, we love you, Terrie. Thank you. I appreciate that. So this is going to be the last question, and it's from Jade Leitner. Hi, Terrie. Will I be moving to Santa Cruz this summer? I hope you're well. Hugs. Yeah, you know what? I do feel like there's an opportunity for Santa Cruz this summer. It feels like midsummer. You'll have to let me know if that's right. I love how you said this summer because yeah. I do feel like it's a good thing for you. Okay. So, yes, this summer, I don't know why this feels like higher education. I could be wrong. But there's this sense of freedom that I feel like you get by being in that area too. That greenery is going to be super, super good for you. So, all right, you guys, that's all the time I have. I have to get to a reading. Thank you guys for showing up. I'll be here next Monday. Listen, I know I didn't give a lot of great news today, and I know a lot of people want definitive answers, but we're at a place in our own personal development and in our own trajectory where we have to start taking deep looks and a deep dive into ourselves and get super clear, because when we're too vague, we just get more vagueness. right? So it's really important in order for the universe to give us what we want and to have the paths that we want to be opened up. We have to understand what our needs and our wants are, because those are going to shape our direction. It's going to shape our journey, and it's going to shape the opportunities and the synchronicities that we attract. Okay. So don't be afraid to really own your own needs and wants. And then also take a look at, do you honestly, honestly feel like you deserve those needs and those wants? Do you deserve it? 'Cause you can't get anything unless you feel like you deserve it. You can't get healed unless you feel like you deserve to be healed. You can't make money unless you feel like you deserve to make money. So that takes clarity. It takes inner reflection. And that's what all of us are being called to do. Even myself. Shit, man. All the time. All the time. So the more you avoid, or the more you push off, or the more you focus on other people versus yourself, the longer it's going to take. And remember, we live in a time-space continuum. It's going to take time to get from here to there. So don't be afraid of yourself. Don't be afraid of yourself. You're your own best friend, and no one's going to take care of you the way you can take care of yourself. All right. So I know I was rough and tough and hard and rough around the edges with a lot of you, but it's only because I want the best for you guys. And I know you can do this. I mean, we're ass kickers. Why can't we do this? Right? You just got to trust and believe in yourself. And we're all getting way too old to not do that. Okay, you guys? So stay connected. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll be here again next week. Don't forget to like and even share this with other people, because they can also see the video and they also can get the messages as well. So I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day. Stay connected, and I'll see ya on the flip side. Bye.